Okay, everybody, welcome to our first Shay's question and answer video. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do, because I've had now a lot of people ask me a lot of questions, and I love it. So if I tried to answer every question in one video, oh my lord, it would probably be the way I do and the way I answer. I end up telling a little story for each question, you know, and all this kind of stuff. It'd probably be 2 hours or more long video. So, can't do that. So, I'm going to try to do question and answer videos. I don't want to just say once a week, and I don't want to just set a day for it, you know, but somewhat sort of like once a week. I'm making a video. What you need? It ain't gonna be long. Hang on. So you know, every few days or whatever, you know, whenever. And I'm gonna answer like 5 questions on each video, and hopefully that way the video won't be too long, you know. Okay, so I have my first 5 questions, and by the way, thank everybody that has asked me questions. I love it. Okay, so the first one that I have is the mini scrapper, who is Michelle. She asked me, I was wondering why you were selling your house and where are you going to move to? Okay, the reason we are selling our house is my husband builds cedar swings and gliders, and he's been doing it in the yard here at the house. He don't have a place. He would love to have a place to go to, you know, to be the business. He could get up in the morning and leave and go to work and be gone all day long and come home in the evening, and I would love that too. Anyway, where we live at here, the parish, because we have parishes in Louisiana instead of counties, they don't like the idea of him working in our yard unless he gets like a license or a permit. So,
you taken home yet?
No. Sorry. So, and okay, I just shut my door. Sorry about all the interruptions. I didn't know I was going to get on here like this and have all these interruptions. Anyway, so right now he can't afford a license or a permit, that sort of thing, and so he don't like it that that it's like that. He wants to be free to do what he wants to do in his own yard, you know. So that's one of the reasons why we're moving. Another one is this is kind of a flooding area, and so we're kind of, since we've been living here, we've found out how that is, and we kind of don't really like that. I don't like it more than my husband don't like it, but anyway. And I just, this may sound bad, but I never did just really love this house to begin with when we first bought it and moved here. Now, I love the fact that I have this big craft room. This is the biggest craft room I ever had. And when we move and get another house, I know that any of the bedrooms in that house, which one will have to be, and it'll have to be the smallest one, would be my craft room. It's not going to be this big. So, she's driving up now! So I know I'm not going to have as much room in my craft room and as big a craft room, so I'm not going to like that, but yet I don't like this house, and I don't like the neighborhood. I would like something better, not that I'm going to get what I really want, but anyway. So that's the reasons why we are moving. The second part of your question was, well, I gotta read the whole thing. I was wondering why you were selling your house and where are you going to move to? Most likely into Mississippi, See, we're right here where we're at in Louisiana. We're right on the borderline. Sorry, my light dimmed. Of Louisiana, Mississippi. And so we're probably just going to move right over the line into Mississippi. And it'll be counties instead of parishes, and it won't be like that. And so, you know, hopefully he'll be able to work. But also, he's also going to try to find a big building to, like I said, leave in the morning and go to work and have all of his tools in that, build all of his swings there, set them outside the building to show. People pass by, see it, stop, look at them, buy, order custom made ones and stuff like this. So he'll still try to do that. And I would love to be back in Mississippi. To me, Mississippi, now I was born in Louisiana, but I have lived in Mississippi most of my life, and to me Mississippi is home. And if we could move over into Mississippi, that would put me just that much closer to my sister, the Becca JB, and me and her could get together a lot more and do more. And also, I have friends in Mississippi, Audie being one of them. And so me and her could get together more and do things more too. And my other friends and stuff. So that's why I want to move. If you hear that racket, my daughter just came from work. Elizabeth, she's in there talking to her daddy. Okay, so that was question 1. See there, that was just one question. And here we are at 6 minutes and 34 seconds. See what I mean? Burn. Okay, question number 2 is from my friend Audie, who is Kathy Parsons on YouTube. Her channel name is Kathy Parsons. Okay, and so, by the way, I didn't explain this part either. A lot of you asked a lot of questions. So since I'm only going to pick 5 questions for each time I do it, I'm only going to pick 1 question per person, as long as I can do it that way. Now, if I get down to where it's less people than 5 that has a lot of questions, then I may have to do 2 or 3 questions for 1 person. You see what I mean? But as of right now, I can do 1 question a person. Okay. So, Audie's question is, what made you decide to start doing YouTube videos? Okay. The story there, Audie, is it was back when we lived in Tennessee. And the way I had already heard about YouTube when we lived in Mississippi before we moved to Tennessee. I had even watched a few videos on YouTube, but those kind were like really short. Some were kind of funny, and you know, just something that somebody just had found. Because I would remember a lot, I would go over to my sister's house. My mom lived with my sister, and Charlotte, you know, which is Wyoming Nene, and you know, just drop by there to see Mom and her. And, you know, her sons, my nephews, would be in there, and they would all be talking about a video they seen on YouTube. And so I would jump on Mama's computer and pull it up and look at it, you know. So that's how I knew about YouTube. But then, or that's when I first learned about YouTube. But I thought that that was only, I didn't even imagine that it was anything like people had channels on YouTube where they constantly made videos and uploaded them to their channel, you know, like we all do, the crafters and the vloggers. I thought YouTube was just a place where, and I know this is still the same, I hope I can get you to understand what I mean when I explain this. I'm not good at explaining things, but anyway, I thought it was just, YouTube was just a place where someone could just upload something funny on YouTube, bam, you know, not that they had a channel, they're just uploading it on the website YouTube, and that's it. You know, it would just be that one-time thing, you know, or maybe every once in a while they might put another one up, but it would just be on the YouTube website, not that they had channels and could make daily videos. You know what I mean? Are you kind of understanding where I'm going and what I'm saying? That's kind of how I thought of YouTube then and thought it was my light dimmed again. Okay, so then we moved to Tennessee. And my daughter Elizabeth, that still lives at home, but back then both of them were living at home. But my daughter Elizabeth wanted to, you know how the girls had started wearing the long ties that I say is for just men only, but girls wear them now, or did at one time. I don't know if they still do. I don't kind of see too much of that anymore, but anyway, Elizabeth don't do it anymore. Anyway, excuse me, I had to burp. Excuse me, sorry y'all. Anyway, so Elizabeth wanted to start wearing ties, and she wanted to learn how to tie it. So she comes, what it is, I had my little corner in my living room, and I had my desk, and I had my laptop, and I was there, and I was doing other things, like checking email, playing games. I had my journal thing that I would write in and stuff like this. Hadn't started YouTube yet or nothing. So she comes, and it's one night, she comes walking, because my big mirror that's on my living room wall in there, I had it on my living room wall there in Tennessee. So she comes walking in the living room, and she's got one of her daddy's ties. And she goes up to the mirror, and she stands there, and she starts tying it. So I look at her, and I say, "What are you doing?" And so she tells me, she said, "I'm trying to learn how to tie a tie, because I want to start wearing them." And I probably made a comment like, "The ties are just for men," you know, or whatever. Anyway, so then I told her, I said, "Well, how are you learning how to tie it?" And she looked at me and she said, "YouTube." And it was like she was all excited about it. And she said, "Anything you want to learn how to do, just get on YouTube and look it up, search it up." So when she said that, that kind of stuck with me. And I said, "Anything you want to learn how to do?" And back when I was 13 years old, my sister Charlotte, Wyoming, and they started teaching me the basics of learning how to crochet. I never did get any further past that a whole lot. Basically, I could do the granny square, and that was it. And I have always, since then, through the years, really wanted to learn how to crochet and do more and make more. So when she said that, I thought, maybe I could get on YouTube and search videos on how to learn how to crochet. If that's true, if she's right, if you can learn anything on YouTube. So that's what I done. I pulled up YouTube and I started searching for crocheting videos. I found them. I watched them. Okay, just in browsing videos of crochets and stuff. And you know how you go and you just start going from one video to the next and so on and so on. Well, then on the side you start seeing all these other videos. So I started seeing all kinds of other different types of crafting, the paper crafting, the scrapbooking types of videos, and the tutorials, and the junk journals and stuff like that. And I would see them and I would read the titles of them and I'd think, "Oh, that sounds interesting. Oh, that looks so fun." So I'd click on them videos and I'd start watching them. And so I got excited and I started saying, "Oh man, this is so neat." And so then from doing that, you know, browsing and seeing all of those videos, then somehow or another the videos on the side started popping up of vloggers. There was 2 vloggers, my first 2 vloggers that I seen, the Shay, and the other one, her name is Kate. Back then her channel name was different. She's changed it now and I can't remember which either one was. But I do remember her name, Kate. I don't watch her as much anymore. The reason for that is she don't make many videos no more, and that's sad. So anyway, but I seen these vlogging things and they were interesting. Probably the first one was Shay. That's when he was a big fat man. If any of you know the Shay, y'all know that he used to be a big fat man. He's lost a lot of weight, so he's skinny now. This is going to be a long video. We're at 14 minutes and something. I'm sorry, I can't help it. That's why I chose 5 questions. Maybe I should do 3. Anyway, so, and the video, this little short video, Baby Tard, which is he's got 5 kids, y'all. Son Tard, Princess Tard, Baby Tard. So she was the baby then, okay? So now, since then, he's had 2 more. She was the baby. He was throwing her, on this video, he was throwing her up in the air and letting her fall on the bed. Or throwing her up and catching her, and then he would throw her on the bed. And it just looked so fun. You know, I was thinking, man, this daddy is a fun daddy with his kids and babies, you know. And I love babies anyway, and watching them and stuff. And so, I just fell in love with the shay tards. So, I wanted to watch him and watch him more. And then that Kate girl, I fell in love with her and wanted to watch her. Well, they were talking about vlogging, all this vlogging and daily vlogging and stuff, and I was saying, vlogging, what is vlogging? So I started searching more vlogs and about vlogging and what is vlogging. So I learned about vlogging, threw that away. And through that, I learned that you can subscribe, because, you know, all of the vloggers, they would say at the end of their videos, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, you know, and they still all do that. So, through that, I learned that you could subscribe to them and set it where it would come to your email and you wouldn't miss none of their videos. So I said, hey, man, I want to do that because I want to watch all of their videos. This is fun. So, but I realized, I also learned, because I wanted to figure out how to subscribe, that's how I learned, okay, they have channels. They have a channel. That's what you're subscribing to. They make videos daily, and all their videos is on their channel. And so I said, oh, man. So I checked in then about how to fix me a channel up, and it's free. So why not, you know? So I made me a channel, and I started subscribing to all of them and setting them to come to my email, so I was watching them every day. And I would still, you know, I subscribed to not only the vloggers, all the crafting ones too, and I would still search for more videos and watch, and when I found new ones I liked, I'd subscribe to them and all that. And the more and the more and the more I watched the vloggers and the crafters, it made me want to make videos and put them on my channel to have, and have people subscribe to me. I just thought that was the most funnest thing. And so also the vloggers was talking about how you can make money on vlogging and putting up videos and all this, and I said, hey, I can make some money, good thing, which ain't happened yet because I can't figure out how to get it all set up to do that. So anyways, so then, because I'm gonna say, okay, I can't remember if it was 2010 or 2011. So either in 2010 is when I made my channel and subscribed and was watching everybody. And then 2011 is when I actually started making videos. Or either it was 2011 that I made the channel and subscribed and watched, and 2012 when I actually started making videos. I can't remember which one it was. So anyway, so that's what I done there. And when I first started making them, my laptop was a mini laptop. Hang on a minute. I'm making a video, Dooner. Jeez. Sorry. So it was the little mini, but it had a webcam thing on it. And so I would turn it on and I would sit here in front of the laptop. Well, not here. It was in Tennessee at that house. But anyway, so that's how I first started making my videos. Well, when I seen how the vloggers, they had little cameras and they'd hold them out like that, you know, and walk around their house and vlog and stuff, I wanted to do that and be that way. So I could really vlog and not just have a sit-down video, you know. So I saved up back then. I was working. I was babysitting my babies in Tennessee, and I was making some money, and I had me a savings account, and I was saving back money. So I saved me up money, and I wish I could show it to you, but it's right here. I'm on it, so I can't show it to you. Y'all have seen it before. So I bought me my little camera, my mini camera, and started making videos that way. So Audie, there's your answer. That's how, what was the question? How did you get started? Oh, that's a different one, sorry. What made you decide to start doing YouTube videos? That's what made me. And that's how I got started. So there you go. And that was just question 2, and here we are at 1950. Okay. The next one is the Becca JB. Becca, my sister. My middle sister, as I call her. Her something? Yeah. Okay. 1, 2. Yeah. Because I got this all cookie, so this is number 3. Alright. How did you get started crafting? Okay. She had said in her letter with that question that she knows how she got started. She couldn't remember how I got started. Well, to be honest with you, all my life I have loved to craft, called myself a crafter. When I was a teenager, it was the little kid type crafting with construction paper and all that kind of stuff and everything. Get your son, Junior, let your son out. I mean, Elizabeth, let your son out. I'm making a video. Calling her Junior. Lord have mercy. Anyway, so, and then in Mississippi, before I, learned about YouTube, I still did some crafting. Even Audie taught me how to do the plastic canvas, and I had gotten this kit that was beads, and it was a pattern. You laid a paper on your desk, and you laid the string and the beads, you kind of taped it down, and it was a certain pattern. You had to do certain beads and get them on there, and then you tie it off, and it ended up being a picture. So it was a picture of the Red Hat Lady Society Club thing. It was a red hat. I don't remember what all else it was, but that was the picture, and then I hung that up on my wall. So I did little crafting things like that, but I still don't consider that big time crafting like I do now. So when we moved to Tennessee and I learned about YouTube and I seen all that kind of crafting, which in Mississippi I had learned about scrapbooking, okay, and had got into that from there. So I really liked scrapbooking, and I was doing that a lot. Okay, but when I got on YouTube and I found out all these other, these crafters was using toilet paper rolls. These grown women, not kids, was using toilet paper rolls and cereal boxes to make mini albums and what they call junk journals and just all this kind of stuff, and using the scrapbook paper that I thought could only be used in scrapbooks like what I was doing. But man, I found all that, and to me, and then I find like Michelle, ribbons, roses, and lace, and they glue lace, just add glue, lace onto all these wood dressers and boxes and trinket treasure boxes and just all this kind of stuff. This is big time grown-up crafting, people. And I'm trying to slowly learn how to do all that. I'm not near as good as y'all are. But that's, so really, back in the day when I considered myself crafting, called myself crafting, it was childish crafting. That's how I see it now. And when I learned about YouTube and started finding all those crafters on YouTube, seeing what they were doing and making videos, it made me want to do it and start trying to learn how to do their kind of crafting. So, how did you get started crafting, Becca? That's how I got started crafting. Okay. Whew. I'm out of breath. Butchie, are you okay, baby? Are you having trouble breathing? What's the matter, love? I don't know if y'all heard that noise, but he does that sometimes lately. It's like he's going like he can't get his breath and breathe. Baby, you okay? Are you okay, baby? Bless his heart. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Now watch him stop doing it. See there? Bless his heart. You okay, Bushy? Come on, baby, you alright? Alright, y'all, this is long. We done went past the 20-minute video and we've started a new one. We into 4 minutes. Oh well, whatever. So that was number 3. So now number 4. Number 4 is from Veronica Mendoza. Now her channel name, if I can remember it right, because it used to be, no it didn't, start to say it used to be Veronica Mendoza, but it wasn't. It used to be Parsons Fan, something like that. Now she's got it Rose City Crafter, am I right? I think that's what she's called now. Veronica. You are so crazy and silly, but I love it. She's a little booger, y'all. She's not asking me serious questions that she would want to know about me. She is asking me trick joke questions. But they're funny. I love it. Okay. So, the first question from her is, why does it take 15 minutes to cook minute rice? Veronica, you're so crazy, but I love it. My answer to that is I don't know. I don't know why it takes 15 minutes to cook minute rice. So that's your answer. Not a very good answer. I'm sorry. But that was funny. When I first read that, I died out laughing. She's got another one too that'll be coming up in the next video probably. Now that one, I'm just gonna get you prepared, Veronica. If you remember your questions, that question, even though it's a trick one, I have an answer for you on that one. Better than I don't know. So just get ready. Alright. Okay, number 5 and the last question for this time is from Donna Day. And she asked, what did you want to be when you grew up? And I'm assuming she means back when I was a kid. So, when I was a little girl and in school, I used to always say there was 3 things, I think. Yeah. 3 things that I really loved, and I would play these things at home and in my room. I would play like I was doing these things, and I really loved them, and I was always saying that, and I really and truly did want to grow up and be that. And still today, I would have loved, if I could have finished school, graduated, been smart enough to, maybe went to college if you had to be able to become one of these things. I would have loved to have been a school teacher. I would have loved to have been a librarian, and I would have loved to have been a secretary. And that's what I always used to say when I was a little girl, that I was going to grow up to be either a school teacher, a librarian, or a secretary. So there you go. That's your answer on that. Okay, that's it for this video. This is fun. I love this. So thank y'all for the questions. And anybody else new out there that watches this and wants to join in, ask the questions. Send me an email. I'm going to put my email in the description box below. So email me your questions, and I will continue to have little short videos of answering 5. I may get it down to 3 since I'm going to take so long and the video will be long. But anyway, this is fun. I love this. Any of you that's already asked questions, if you come up with any more, ask as many questions as y'all want to. I love it. Okay. I'm done. I'm gone. Toodaloo.